friends, and welcome back to the channel and the blog. It is February, and to be more specific, it is February 1st, which means that I'm going to be bringing you my favorite things from the month of January. Now, if you've been with me for a while, then you know that I used to film seasonal favorites. I did 5 summer favorites, and then I did 5 fall favorites last year. But I'm really in the process of trying to revamp my blog and revamp my channel. So this year I will be doing monthly favorites, and I will not be limiting it to 5 things, but I will still attempt to keep the videos more on the shorter side. I won't be giving you full-on in-depth reviews of any of the products I show you. I'm just going to tell you the main reasons why I loved them, and you can do what you want with that. So on the first of the month, I will be sharing my favorite things from the previous month. Now, some of the things might carry over to the next month or for a few months, and I apologize for that if it's boring to you, but I have to be honest. Sometimes I like to use the same things for multiple months, and if it's a favorite, then it's a favorite for a reason. So hopefully you will forgive me for that if that's the case. But I guess we'll see. This is the first month after all. The first thing I want to talk to you about is the TV show that my husband and I have been watching every week since it came on. We've been following along. I've even joined a bracket for this season, and that is The Bachelor. It's not one of our all-time favorite shows, but we love sitting down and watching it together and seeing how these people react to things and behave. And there's just something so just captivating about what they're doing that we just can't help it. Now, we do spend a lot of time making fun of them, but I love Nick. I think I fit right along in with lots of America, where I didn't used to like him and now I just love him. I do have one favorite contestant that I'm not going to tell you who it is. You'd have to go over to my blog and check out all of my updates, and all of my updated brackets will be over there. I haven't posted from this week's episode yet, so be on the lookout for that probably this week. Maybe Friday? So yeah. Oh, I don't think I posted for last week either. Maybe I'll combine them and just update my bracket for you. That's life. Before I get too ahead of myself, I do want to mention that all of the things that I talk about in this video will be listed in the description box below. I will also include a link to my blog. I believe it'll be up in this corner in that little eye, and that's where you can find movie reviews, book reviews, the Bachelor bracket I was referring to. Okay, let's keep going. So my favorite book that I read this month is The Martian. I did post a review on this on my blog, and I've seen the movie. I saw the movie before I actually read the book, which I don't like to do, but I loved the movie. I really still wanted to read the book, and I'm really, really glad I did. I loved this book. I couldn't put it, I finished it within a few days. I just couldn't put it down, and I highly, highly recommend it. So if you want a fuller review on it, head over to my blog and read it. My favorite movie that we saw this month was La La Land. Once again, I did review it over on my blog, so you'll want to go and check that out. It was just so good. I really loved it. I know some of the people that I saw it with weren't the biggest fans of it, and I've talked to some people that, I don't know, it just wasn't their thing, or they like movie musicals, but this didn't really jive with them for some reason. But I thought it was great. So I don't know. That's all I can say about that. Like I said, review on my blog. I'm just going to keep plugging that in. Sorry. The next couple of products that I'm talking about are products that I either purchased or asked for Christmas based on the recommendation by Kathleen Lights. If you don't know who Kathleen Lights is, she's a pretty well-known beauty blogger. She reviews lots of new stuff. She talks about high-end things. She talks about her favorite things. So these things are things that were recommended by Kathleen Lights as part of her favorite things, and now they're part of my favorite things. The first one is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is light bronzer because I'm super pale. And she talks about this all the time, and she loves it. And so I asked for it for Christmas, and I received it. I think my sister bought it for me. I don't know. One of my family members did. Cute packaging. It smells of coconut, which is amazing. I love it. It is a gorgeous bronzer, great formula. This is my favorite bronzer. This will probably continue to be my favorite bronzer next month and probably the month after and the month after, and I'm sorry. This next product is also a bronzer, however, I've been using it as a highlight as per Kathleen Light's recommendation. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer SPF 15 in Reserve Your Cabana. Kathleen Light's talked about this in a video about natural highlights, which I really appreciated because the only highlights that I have are like super crazy glowy highlights, and sometimes that's just not what I'm about. I just want like a very natural, fresh looking, slightly glowy or not very glowy highlight. And she mentioned this one. It is Wet n Wild, so it's very affordable. I did purchase this myself. The formula is fantastic, and yeah, this is what I've been reaching for as well this month. When I'm going for a more natural, very minimal makeup look, then these two things are the only things I wear in my cheeks. Both of these can be found in drugstores. I think we found this at Target, and I found this at Walgreens. So. The last makeup item I'm going to talk to you about is this NYX matte lipstick in No. 9 Natural. It is this gorgeous pink, just natural nude pink color. I'm actually wearing it today. Honestly, it's not far off from my own lip color, like my natural lip color, but it is just slightly pinker. And I love it. I did receive this as a gift for Christmas, and I can't remember, I think I received it in a set of some NYX makeup. I put this in my purse pretty much the day after Christmas when I opened it up and used it because I love it so much, and I just keep it in there. And anytime I feel like I'm going somewhere where I want to add a little something extra to my look for the day, I grab this. My next favorite thing is this Bath & Body Works body lotion in the scent Sensual Amber. Key notes in this are golden amber, wild berries, orange flower, lotus petals, and creamy sandalwood. If you've seen my favorites videos before, you know that I really love Bath & Body Works body lotions. Actually, I just love Bath & Body Works in general. This is one of the lotions that I don't know that I would have thought to try for myself. It's not one that I typically am drawn to when I go to Bath & Body Works. I really like lots of florally or citrusy scents, but this one surprised me with how much I really like it. I actually received this lotion as a gift, I think from my mother-in-law a while back, and then this year I received the same scent but in the shower gel, and I started to use it shortly after Christmas, and I really liked it. And so this has just been one that I've been reaching for lately. It just gives off, I am wearing it today, so I'm not just randomly sniffing my arm for no reason. I don't know exactly how to describe it. I mean, I've just told you about what the scents are, but it reminds me of a perfume that I don't even know if I wore it or if one of my friends wore it or if my mom wore it, but it does. It smells a little bit like a perfume, and it's just gorgeous. The last favorite thing from January is something that I purchased at the end of January, and I've been playing it ever since, and it is The Sims 4. I know, I'm super behind on that. I've been playing The Sims 3 since, I don't know, for years, for at least a few years, 3 or 4 years, which I know isn't that long to be playing The Sims 3, but I hadn't played a Sims game since the first Sims game back in, when I was in middle school, I think was the last time that I played the first Sims, which was a while ago. So my sister got me back into The Sims when she purchased Sims 3 or 4 years ago, and I've been playing that ever since. And finally, I just broke down and said, Sims 4 looks like fun, I'm gonna go play it, and I bought it, and then I bought a bundle, like a pack bundle with some stuff in it, and now I've just been playing it every day since, and it's a problem, I think. I like it a lot. The graphics are great in it. I really appreciate all of the different options I have in my create a sim and edit sim modes, and I've definitely noticed that there are some new and different things going on with the build and buy modes. As far as the worlds themselves, they're pretty simple. It kind of brings it back to basics. You don't have as many options of places to go, but with the expansion that I just bought, or the game packs that I bought, I can do a few more things. It's added on some new edit sim things and build buy things, and that's cool. I think it's a great game. What can I say? I just love The Sims. So that's it for my favorites from the month of January. Like I said before, all of the things I mentioned here will be listed in the description box below. There's also a link to my blog, my Instagram, and my Facebook down there, which those two things desperately need to be updated. So maybe I should get on that. With that said, I want to thank you guys for watching the video. In these upper corners here, there are two circles. One of them will subscribe you to this YouTube channel. The other one will take you straight over to my blog where you can subscribe to that. And you can do this from your mobile device too. So clicky click, click click click. Also, I have linked my other two favorites videos, summer favorites and fall favorites from last year, just in case you wanted to know what some of my other favorite things have been. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and enjoy the rest of your week. Yay! Bye.